are on deck to try and position Fleecing. She's a half, 3/4 of the way. And she's in this time. So here's Gahila Baby coming up, and Variza will see the line complete. Heading behind the 8 ball a little now. And let's hope Gahila Baby hasn't learnt a lesson from some of the other tidy fillies. No, she's right. Well, Gahila Baby is in, and here comes Variza. So we'll soon see a start. She looks as though she'll go in without a problem. Yep, no problems, and we're set now. This is the first of 8 at Rosehill Gardens, the Blacktown Workers Club handicap. The starters on the stand. 1200 the journey. Tatiana keen to get on with it. Fleecing time. Now Factional has become edgy. She's been there for quite some time. With a chain reaction when Tatiana got a little fidgety. They're off this time, and Factional didn't jump well, is back second last, and Beryl won the start. Going up quickly, Scoozy's Girl with Pompeii 3 in line. Damawin 4, followed by Tatiana. A length further back is Fleecing, followed by Soul Singer. Then comes over on the inside Treasure Time. Length and a half to Factional, making some ground, followed by Skin Deep and Oh She Said. And then Gahila Baby, followed by Refinement, and Variza drops out last. Down past the 650, they're stringing out, and Pompeii a clear-cut leader now. About a length on Beryl, 3 lengths to Scoozy's Girl. Length and a half Tatiana Fleecing, followed by Damawin. 4 to Soul Singer, Treasure Time. Skin Deep, Oh She Said. Gahila Baby. Factional faces a huge task from Variza, and Refinement's last. Pompeii straightens up and booted away from Beryl to lead at 2 lengths. Scoozy's Girl third from Tatiana Fleecing, and Damawin heads the others. Factional has made a few lengths up on the inside, but the task looks forlorn, and Pompeii's the one to beat. And Pompeii comes to the 100 metres, about 2.5 clear. Tatiana second, followed by Beryl, but it's all Pompeii. Pompeii from Tatiana, Beryl, Scoozy's Girl, Damawin and Treasure Time. Fleecing, Factional, and then came Skin Deep, Oh She Said, Variza, followed by Refinement, Gahila Baby, and Soul Singer dropped out to finish last.
Well, there was a bit of support for that. Pompeii, Darren Beedman for Peter Staunton, for, I should say, Gary White at Hawkesbury, 6:22.30, Tatiana 2:70, and Beryl 3:26, 7 and 2, and a couple of disappointments in the race. Okay, so very handsome win that too, wasn't it, Pompeii? Darren Beedman aboard, and Darren's in 5.
Camargo lined up into gates now. Mr. Classical, one of 2 in the race, trained by David Brideoak, is set. We need True Response. Alfie's picking the race, and Joe Bananas, my pick in the race to move in. The last 2 to get set. Now Joe Bananas completes it, so they're all in and they're set to go. 390 to favourite Joe Bananas, who jumped okay near the outside. Mr. Classical got away well in the middle of the line, and Uncovered was out okay. Here's the first of 12 coming up now, and Built Him is handy to the leading horses. Camargo easing back, looking for a spot. True Responses towards the tail. They jumped the second hurdle in the race. Joe Bananas staying out wide. So they race to the turn at the 1200 the first time round. Uncovered is the leader now. From in second placing, Mr. Classical, and Prince William is working up 3 deep. He'll be in front shortly, and then came Joe Bananas, who's pulled his way up 4th on the outside, travelling 3 or 4 wide. Camargo in behind them, a very bunched field here as they come to the hurdle down the back. Loose Truth right behind the leading horses over on the inside. Then Alabar. Going forward, True Response, who's now 3rd from last. Built Him made a little mistake at that hurdle. He's settling towards the tail. And last of all is Mr. Lightfoot off the back the first time round. They've taken a while to sort themselves out, but now Alabar strides around the field and takes over the running. Coming up towards the next hurdle, it's Alabar by about 3 lengths. Uncovered second as they leap it. Leader tucked into it a bit. Noble John improves out wider, gets to second now. Uncovered third. In the 4th placing then is Prince William. As they come towards the next hurdle, he wanted to clip that a little. On his inside, about a head away, is Loose Truth, followed by Camargo. Now, over on the inside is Joe Bananas. He's middle of the field, and he's tucked away on the fence now, so he's settling a little bit better. True Responses around him, then Mr. Classical, and they're followed by Built Him and Mr. Lightfoot. They enter the straight for the first time round. Hurdle number 6 in their sights, and Alabar is the leader. The free-running Alabar about 4 or 5 lengths in front. Over it he goes in front of Uncovered second. Joe Bananas clipped that a little. In 3rd placing, Noble John on the outside. Over on the rails then came Loose Truth, followed by Camargo, 5th, the second to run. Out wider is Prince William. Joe Bananas on the inside with True Response around him. Then Mr. Classical and Built Him. And last of all is Mr. Lightfoot. So they've done a circuit. They'll head down towards the hurdle hurdling track once more, about 1600 to go, and the leader is Alabar by 2 lengths to Uncovered. Third placing held by Noble John. Here's the double up the side again. Prince William out wider, followed by Loose Truth and Joe Bananas saving ground on the inside. Then True Response, Mr. Classical, Mr. Lightfoot and Built Him. At the second of the double now, Uncovered's moved up on the outside and gone to the lead from Alabar, retaining the rails, and then Camargo, Noble John. Prince William out wider again. True Response starting his run, and then Loose Truth. Built Him takes off from the tail, and then Mr. Classical. And towards the tail end of the field now are Mr. Lightfoot. And Joe Bananas dropped out to be last on the inside as others made their runs around him. They jumped that hurdle down the back and Uncovered by a length and a half. Noble John, Camargo. True Response coming home well. He's got to fourth as they came off the back. And he's coming out after the leading horses, and then a gap to Built Him. A long break in the field, Mr. Classical. Prince William is struggling only, then Mr. Lightfoot, followed by Loose Truth. Joe Bananas and Alabar dropped out last. True Response takes the lead. Up the side now, he's got 2 to get over. Coming to the second last, and True Response racing away about 4 or 5 in front. He did scramble through that one from Noble John, Built Him, and they're followed by Camargo, and a break to Mr. Lightfoot, then Mr. Classical and Joe Bananas. But True Response came to the turn with a 4-length advantage over Noble John. 2 lengths to Built Him, Camargo, and 4 lengths to Mr. Lightfoot. True Response, 1 to get over. Into the straight at the 200 now, and True Response with a winning lead. About 5 lengths to Noble John, Built Him and Camargo. True Response at the last. He put in a good leap. He's 6 in front of Noble John. Camargo, Built Him fighting out the minors, but in the run home it's all True Response. True Response won it easily from Noble John. Camargo third, Built Him fourth, and then Mr. Lightfoot. A break behind these then to Joe Bananas and Loose Truth together. Then Mr. Classical. Prince William dropped right out of it after covering ground, and the early leader Alabar is last to go over the line, and Uncovered has taken a heavy fall at the last jump.
Well, it tightened in at the end there. Alf Matthews was keen on it, wasn't he? $5.40 and $1.90 for True Response. Noble John at $4.20. Camargo $2.10. Willie Harnett aboard the winner. Number 9, True Response for C. Vidotto. Okay, now let's have a look at Victoria Park the second, and Catlight $3.90 down to Farvar $8. Military Banquet $9.
We're set for action. Race number 2. Max Success, the inside runner, waiting on the starter to go onto his stand. Max Success rocking around. Starter ready. Bundy Black behaves well. Red light blinks away. Bundy Black just moving a fraction. They're off this time. Max Success missed it noticeably from the inside. Bundy Black didn't jump all that quickly, but has a lot of natural speed, and it is racing through to shade Gabfest as they settle. Dervish going up to make a line of 3 from the Thunder Time. Very wide Empire from Revved Up Cottaroy. Sport Prince is second last, and after the tardy jump, Max Success whips them in. Down past the 700 they go, and the leader is Bundy Black. About a neck on Gabfest, a length and a half the heavily backed Empire, followed by Dervish, Thunder Time, Revved Up Cottaroy, and Max Success and Sport Prince are the joint tail enders. 500 left to go, and Bundy Black, one of a few newcomers in the second of the day here at the Garden, swings about a neck on Gabfest. A length of Empire tracking Gabfest, and on Empire's inside is Dervish, and Thunder Time is wider out, and the deepest is Max Success down to the 250, and Gabfest really making Bundy Black work. The rider goes for the whip. Bundy Black, Gabfest got it. Empire can't quite get Gabfest, and then Thunder Time and Max Success, who's run a huge race, but it's Gabfest the leader nearing the wire, and Gabfest too good for Empire. Wide out Max Success has run a huge race to get third from Revved Up, and then came Bundy Black, Dervish, Cottaroy and Thunder Time, and Sport Prince last to complete the course. Number 5, Gabfest, 11.60 and 3.30. 7 Empire, 150, and Max Success looks to have got third, number 2, at $5.30 after bluing the start. Well, one of a few newcomers in the race, Gabfest, is by Brief Truce, doing a wonderful job at start, isn't he? From the Biscay mare Constant Chatter, bred by Woodlands, owned of course by them in partnership with Mr. Don and Mrs. Val Story. Don, of course, a long-term director here of the Sydney Turf Club. John Hawkes, the trainer. The numbers official are 5, 7, 2. Gabfest Rodney Quinn is first. Number 7 Empire, ridden by Corey Brown. For Max Lee is second. Empire a gelding by St Covert. And third going to number 2 Max Success. He's by Success Express, trained by Peter McGregor, Grant Buckley. The official fourth went to number 8, and that was revved up. Time was 1:05.1.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks, Ian. 5, 7 and 2. Rod Quinn for John Hawkes. Race 2 now. Let's have a look at Eagle Farm.
Full end, can he win one of the last ones home? Number 2, Azrak, $2.20 and $1.50. Double for Traweek. 11 is second. That is Hello Pamela. $2 even for third. Number 6, Kid Millions at $2.70.
Now getting set, Moonee Valley. Dan Beaver, the favourite, $2.30 to win, $1.20 for the place.
If, say, 8 of you were going to a show tonight by cab, you'd normally need 2 cabs, but not with a maxi cab. It can take 11. Call the maxi cab hotline and get all the details. 88 68 4555.
We have correct weight Eagle Farm on the second, 5 to 1.
The Gold Coast race number 2, 1 Gentleman Caller, 2 even, 104. Number 2, Hope He Can Do It, 19 and 8. Number 3, Sansa She at 42 and 10. 4 is out. 5 Proud Fortune, 8, 42, 80. Number 6 Tycoon Palace, 37 and 9. 7 Imperial Echo, 20 and 3. 8 Lady Pecan, 421, 40. 9 Ashley Kate, 8, 62, 20. 10 Safe and Sure, 61 and 16. 11 Bold Streak, 20 and 5. Favourite number 1, Gentleman Caller. Selections 1 a special 8 and 9. The late mile is for number 1.
Coming out now. Just waiting for the announcement here.
Possibly number 4, Gadabra.
Gadabra is out. 12.54 on vet advice. Gadabra out at 12.54 vet advice. Number 4. Sub will be Dan Viva. Lights are on. Racing. Twigham a little bit slow to get going. Clear last and Firth out. The favourite Dan Viva jumped in front. Arnside away well today. Got up on the inside of Dan Viva, and Arnside just led Dan Viva. They're going a bit quick early. From Red Edition, Silver Baron and Fine and Dapper. Twigham now getting into midfield at the moment. A length and a half further back than Platilla. 1 Spa Dancer and Flying Reality coming around the turn at the 800. And it's on the outside Dan Viva, just over racing a little outside Arnside. 2.5 Silver Baron and Red Edition. Back in the middle is Twigham, 2 lengths to Fine and Dapper, 1 then Platilla, 3/4 Spedanza and 2 to Flying Reality. Arnside under pressure, and Dan Viva took the lead clearly. 3/4 in front now from Red Edition. Arnside under some pressure, Twigham getting up on the outside to third. Then Silver Baron, Fine and Dapper, and further back Spedanza, a gap Flying Reality. Dan Viva cutting back to the fence, 3/4 in front of Red Edition. Twigham pushing up in the middle. A gap then to Spa Dancer. Dan Viva on the turn. Under some pressure, tackled by Twigham. Further out Red Edition and wider out Spedanza picks them up quickly. Spedanza's got them out wide, went up to Twigham, and Red Edition back in the centre. Spa Dancer down the centre, took the lead. 3/4 now a length in front. Fighting back as Twigham, but Spedanza's coming away. And in the run home, Spedanza wins 2 lengths to Twigham. A length away, third in the race, Red Edition. Well, there's a good run. Silver Baron out wide for fourth. Then Fine and Dapper further back in the race Arnside. Dan Viva really got tired from the turn. A gap then Platilla and Flying Reality last of all.
Number 6 Spedanza for Vin Hall, 8.42.20. 1 Twigham $1.80 and 2 Red Edition at $2.20.
At the barrier, race 2 at the Gold Coast. Gentleman Caller, the favourite, is 2.20.104 ahead of number 8 Lady Pecan, 4.10 and $1.50. Newcastle race 2, 2 Azrak, 2.21.50, 11 Hello Pamela, $2, 6 Kid Millions, third, 2.70, Quinella, 8.90, Exact is 7.60, the 2.11.6 trifecta is $69.50.
Over the 1,200 metres, Acapulco Storm the inside. Those gates are tending to move around as the starter climbs his stand. Presses the button and they're off. Yellow Speed missed it, so too did Veloci, and first out Miss Doopsy, joined by Lady of Letters, Stage Call and Lady Poe right up there with Isla Christina and Acapulco Storm. Hunting up on the inside, cutting his wider out from Klarzig, Embarrass, No Limit, Veloci. Northern Music second last and 6 lengths to Yellow Speed. At the 750 and Stage Call assumes control, about a half length on Miss Doopsy. A length and a half the heavily backed Acapulco Storm, followed by Lady Poe, Lady of Letters. 1 to Isla Christina. Christina embarrasses, shoveled over on the inside, cutting wider out from Klarzig and No Limit, and then Northern Music from Veloci, and 4 lengths to Yellow Speed to the turn. 500 left to go, and the Bathurst mare leads the way. Stage Call about a half length on Miss Doopsy. Acapulco Storm tracks them into the straight, in need of a run though from Isla Christina. Lady Poe embarrassed the fence and cutting is wider out down past the 250. Miss Doopsy got to Stage Call, plenty of room for Acapulco Storm. Embarrass coming up on the inside, and then Isla Christina. Miss Doopsy is the leader. Here's Embarrass on the inside from Isla Christina and Acapulco Storm. Miss Doopsy still in front, 50 to go. They won't catch Miss Doopsy. Miss Doopsy has beaten Acapulco Storm. Lady of Letters in a photo for third with Embarrass, and then Veloci and Isla Christina. Stage Call knocked up, followed a length further away by, on the outside, No Limit, then Klarzig cutting Lady Poe and Northern Music, and last from barrier to box, Yellow Speed. Number 2, Miss Doopsy, has been able to score here for Wade Slinkard and Robbie Brewer, and owner Mr. S.S. Kanda, and on tab limited, $10 a win, $3 the place. Acapulco Storm, we're standing by for the minor placings to come to hand here. The winner, number 2, Miss Doopsy, by Bite the Bullet from Gantam Pala, and has clocked 1:10.96.34.67 the sectional time. Number 11 will be second, Acapulco Storm, and it'll pay a dividend of $1.90. And third will probably go to Lady of Letters Wide Out, and if so, at 340. Yes, those numbers are official. 2, 11 and 1. Miss Doopsy, our Brewer first. 11 Acapulco Storm, a mare by, or filly by Mukadama second, trained by Toby Edmonds, Corey Brown, and 1 Lady of Letters third, a mare by Geiger Counter, trained by Frank Gardner, Larry Cassidy. Number 10, the official fourth, and that was Embarrass. 1:10.96 the overall, and 34.67 was the sectional time. So 26 starts, 6 wins, Miss Doopsy, and improved by about 4 runs back from a spell. She's a very photogenic mare. About 100 from home, I thought to myself, don't tell me you're going to be in another rib tickler. The number of times that Miss Doopsy last campaign was involved in nail biters was quite unbelievable. But today she scored comfortably in race number 3. Stage Call showed speed, weakened out of it. I thought Isla Christina had her chance, but it was a race for fillies and mares, and sometimes you can run them 4 or 5 times and come up with a different result on each occasion.
Yep, spot on, Ian. Okay, thanks. 2, 11 and 1. Veloce was probably the unlucky runner in the race in about 5th position, but
top pick ahead of Quatre Bar, Jal and St Stephen. Worthy Knight's the next line of betting, the Australian steeplechase winner. They're all in. Set to go. 16 fences, 3,200. And they're away, and Stacey Jones down in gate 4, one of the first out with Quatre Bar. Sir Richie was away well. Cashelight up there as they reach the first fence now. And out wider was Worthy Knight in company with Adventure as they come to the middle of the treble, the first circuit round. Here's the last one coming up now. Stacey Jones on the inside. Sir Richie heading him with Quatre Bar on the outer. And they go into the back the first time. Worthy Knight now 4th. Going forward, Century's Fox deep out. 2 lengths Adventure. About 2.5 Kevy's Luck, Cashelight, and then St Stephen and Jal. And Passmaster 6 lengths last of all. There's a double down the back now, and it's Sir Richie the inside and Century's Fox at the first of the double. They jump and land together. Worthy Knight 4 lengths away in 3rd placing as they go to the second of the double. Quatre Bar the outside, 3 lengths then to St Stephen. He's running 5th the inside, followed by Adventure, and 2 lengths behind these Kevy's Luck and Jal. Then St Stephen 2 lengths behind those as they came off the back is Cashelight and Passmasters 4 lengths astern. Sir Richie the leader. Here's the double up the school side of the course, and Sir Richie comes to the first of it, leading by about a length and a half. Worthy Knight moving up into second, closely followed in a bunch field by Century's Fox and St Stephen the outside. Camargo is handy to them. Quatre Bar, I should say, is handy to them as they leap this, and then Stacey Jones. He's followed by Jarl and Kevy's Luck, 2 Adventure. Cashelight now next to last, and Passmaster is last of all. Round the turn they come now, and there's 1 fence in front of the stands, and Sir Richie is the leader. Worthy Knight's a length away second. Quatre Bar having a good run, third right behind them. Stacey Jones follows him, with on the outside St Stephen, and also out there too is Jarl as they come to the fence in front of the stand. Century's Fox is next, followed by Adventure over on the inside. Kevy's Luck out wide, and Passmaster Cashelight bring up the rear. Fairly bunched field by the post with the circuit to go, and Sir Richie in front. On the outside, Worthy Knight for Brian Constable. Quatrebar third, and fourth placing the outside is St Stephen. Back over on the rails then came Stacey Jones, fifth the fence, and he hasn't spent a cent. They've done a circuit back down to the steeplechase lane again. Adventure next with Jarl out wider, and then Centuries Fox, Kevy's Luck, and Cassolite Passmaster, the last two staying out wide. They jump the first of the treble. Sir Richie from Quatrebar, Worthy Knight the outside, and St Stephen deeper out. Stacey Jones saving plenty of ground on the inside as they leap that one, and next is Adventure, followed by Kevy's Luck and Cassolite. Centuries Fox dropped out second last, and Passmaster is last. Down the back they go. They've got 5 to get over. A little over 1,000 to run. And Sir Richie's still the leader, but they're right there ready to pounce on him. Adventure and Giles gone fast round the outside at the first of the double. He put in a beaut leap too, and he's gone to the lead now. Giles at the second of the double, landing with another good leap. Stacey Jones, on the other hand, didn't get over it all that well, and he's 8 lengths away. And Giles is the leader. He's out by a length and a half. Quatrebar, who looks to have something left to give. St Stephen running on the outside, and Adventure is still there. They're followed then by Cassolite with a run around the outside, and then Kevy's Luck as they leap the third last one. And back behind those horses then Worthy Knights dropped out from Sir Richie, and Stacey Jones is too far back. Jarl came to the second last, comes to it with a good leap too from Quatrebar and St Stephen. Adventure is in fourth placing from Cassolite and Kevy's Luck. They come around the home turn. It's Jarl the leader. He took off a long way from home. Quatrebar battling away on his inside, and St Stephen is still there. The race very much alive, 1 to get over, and Jarl in front of St Stephen and Quatrebar. Here's the last one now. Jarl wobbling towards the outside. Oh, he got over it only reasonably, and St Stephen claimed him. St Stephen jumping the better, takes the lead and comes away for Brett Scott. Back-to-back wins for Scott and Wheeler, and it's St Stephen beating Jarl and Quatrebar third. Then Kevy's Luck, Cassolite, Adventure. Stacey Jones struggled. He didn't jump all that well. And then Passmaster, and one cantering Sir Richie has thrown the rider off at the last fence.
Well, last year that combination was successful with Maybe Rough. And number 3, St Stephen, Brent Scott aboard for John Wheeler, 792.10, defeating Jarl and Quatrebar, 316. Big disappointment, Stacey Jones, wasn't it? Very disappointing. Sure, we'll hear more there. Okay, let's have a look at Victoria.
Well, coming up, thanks, Gray. And the favourite, number 1, Borelli, $2.90 and $2. Number 4 is $4.20, and that's Fortune's Hand, $1.60 the place. And number 5, Chrysler Mirage, back late in the ring, $5.50 and $1.80. They're the top 3 here. And we've got Leanne Henry to come up on the grey Calpera. Previous race went to 2, Miss Doopsy. Rob Brewer beat 11, Acapulco Storm, 1, Lady of Letters. The second to 5, Gabfest, and 6, Pompeii won the first of the day, which is perfect weather-wise. Now, Calpera completes the line in the Guildford Leagues Club Superfecta. 1900 the journey. And the gates open, they're off. And Papal bounced out in front. Sky Royal, Fortune's Hand, Market Link away well with Chrysler Mirage, and Borelli trying to find a posse. Followed by the grey Calpera. A length further back is Tombola, 0 Point, Jibwar, and then Donald. Star of Windsor and Mandinka drops out last at the end of 300. And the free-going Papal shows the way. Market Link hurries into second spot. And the favourite getting into a nice position. The third, Borelli now, about a horse off the rails. Chrysler Mirage is next from Calpera. Fortune's Hand near enough to the fence, and 2, 0 Point Donald on the inside of Sky Royal, 2.5 Tombola as they string out, followed by Mandinka, Star of Windsor, and a couple of lengths to Jibwar. Inside the 1200, and Papal shows the way by 2.5 lengths on Market Link. A length and a quarter Borelli, and 2.5 further back is Fortune's Hand, followed by Calpera. Chrysler Mirage over on the fence from 0 Point as they pass the 1000, and then comes Sky Royal 2 lengths further off in the field. Then on the outside is Tombola, followed the fence Mandinka from Star of Windsor and Jibwar. No change. Working their way to the side past the 800, and Papal by 2, Market Link, a length and a half Borelli. A similar margin to Chrysler Mirage, Fortune's Hand, and Calpera's not having much luck in the run. 2 lengths to 0 Point, and then comes Donald. Sky Royal endeavouring to make ground around them from Tombola and Mandinka. 3 lengths to Star of Windsor and a length to Jibwar. Coming to the corner, and Papal has been in front from the word go, and around the bend comes Papal, a length on Market Market Link, and Borelli is going after the 2 leaders very quickly. Lenny Beasley looking reasonably confident on the favourite and well in the straight at the 300, and Borelli goes up to Market Link. Papal's gone. Chrysler Mirage is trying to get into the clear. It is now from Fortune's Hand and Sky Royal. Borelli having the job to get away from Market Link. Clear of Fortune's Hand and Chrysler Mirage. Borelli is just the leader from Market Link, and it's going to be Borelli. Borelli narrowly from Market Link, Chrysler Mirage and Fortune's Hand. Mandinka made up many lengths, followed by Sky Royal. Further away, Jibwire, a long gap to the tiring Papal, and then Donald Tombola, Carl Peristara Windsor, and Absolute was 0 points.
He had to earn his fee there, Len Beasley, for Gay Waterhouse. Borelli, $2.80, $1.50. Market Link at $2.70. Number 6, Scott Pollard, and Chrysler Mirage, number 5 at $2. RM Quinn, 1, 6 and 5. Late mail and 1, 2, 3 from Wayne Harris. Now,
race number 4 today. Lights are blinking. Set to go. They stand, signal given. Racing. Left in a good line. Regal shot out quickly. So was Stalker out towards the centre and bouncing quickly end zone. Spring Warrior wider out on the track from Flash Line. Settling down. Regal shot. He wants to charge forward now on the outside. He goes up outside end zone, and Regal shot on the outside. Led just on a length end zone. 3/4 Stalker. Then further back, Happy Morning, Spring Warrior, Flash Line the middle, then Romantic Sea. 2 lengths for our Image further back, then Dame Harris. They're followed by Natras Lane, and last of all is Bell Ball. Off the fence, Regal shot in front. He led a length and a half now to Stalker up second. Then Happy Morning around Spring Warrior and nearer the inside end zone. 3/4 further back on the race, then Flash Line. On the inside, Romantic Sea from Friar Image. 2 further back, Bell Ball. 8 lengths off the lead. Further back, Natras Lane. Dame Harris dropped out. Regal shot put under pressure. He's 3/4 in front before the turn. End zone going back to the inside. It's Regal shot. Tackled by end zone nearing the turn. Then Stalker. Further back, Romantic Sea. End zone got up on the inside. Led a neck to Regal shot. Romantic Sea further back from Stalker. Flash Line. End zone in front. Regal shot battling on under his big weight. And back on the inside, Romantic Sea finishing off well with Flash Line. End zone in front. Romantic Sea's got it from Regal shot. Romantic Sea on the inside. Romantic Sea. Romantic Sea on the line. 3/4 to end zone. Thirds of Photo, Regal shot, or running on his Natras Lane. Then Flash Line, Stalker. Never in it at all from the back of the field was Bell Ball. They're followed by Friar Image, Happy Morning, a Gap Spring Warrior, and last of all, Dame Harris.
Number 10, Romantic Sea, 732.40. Number 4, End Zone at $2.70. It's a photo for third. 1 Regal shot at $1.50. On number 12, Natras Lane at $7.10.
Romantic Sea, number 4 is second End Zone. And the judge calls on the photo for third. 10, 4, and Regal shot's hung on for third. Number 1 has hung on for third. Regal shot with his 59. Romantic Sea going back on the inside and making its ground up on the inside here. This filly, written by Peter Mertens.
And they're at the barrier at the Gold Coast. The favourite, Idle Warrior, 310, 120. 3 Asserter on 450 and 260. Third pick is Zam K, number 2, 550, 220.
We have a little problem here. We just don't have Ian's audio for some reason, but I'm sure we'll have that in just a moment, folks. So we head into race 5. Glory to Glory in 1, and Patch Adams has drawn 2. La Rousse is out in barrier 6. I think Ian's there now. Here he is.
Right, Graham, yes, 250 and 130. La Rousse very, very heavily backed here on track. 250, 130. Ahead of number 1 at 430 and 180, and that is Patch Adams. Righto, Brendan, yeah, very heavily backed. This filly, La Rousse. Big punters want to back one only, number 2. Well, time will tell. 3 to move in here, Colin the Brave, Zedavane, and the well-tried favourite, La Rousse. Race prior to this went to Borelli. Number 1, Len Beasley, beat 6 Market Link, 5 Chrysler Mirage and 4. Miss Doopsy won the 3rd, the 2nd to Gabfest, and Pompey took out the 1st of the day. Huey Bowman riding La Rousse. Now La Rousse comes forward, and Zedavane will be the last in for race 5 over the 1500 metres.